I just want to do something on my phone, on my other phone, while no one's in here. Because what I want to do today is copy a look that someone's done. Because I really, really like the look when I saw it on the SHEIN website. So my sister got me this palette and I want to test it out. I have used SHEIN eyeshadow before. I actually put that in a, like, to give away. I don't know if I want to give it away. It is really good formula. So, just going to do this first. I won't be a minute. Oh, I've clicked on the wrong thing. I always do this. Right. Just turn the volume right down. So if I have the volume, yeah, that's fine. If I have the volume up and there's music there, I don't think there is, my live will just get taken down. Okay, let's go in with my L'Oreal Hyaluron Expert SPF 20. I've not even put the niacinamide on today. So let's see how my base makeup works out for me. Because it looked flawless in yesterday's live. And I'm slightly earlier. I don't know if I want to do another live after this one. Hi Angela, how are you doing, hon? Normally I don't go live on a Saturday till between 8 and 9 PM UK time. I think at the weekends I'm going to switch it up. Because people have more time at the weekends. It's a really good moisturiser, this, guys. I mean, it's so inexpensive as well. Well, it is here in the UK. I think I paid about $3.99 for it. I didn't actually. My mum got it me for my birthday in February. And I didn't use it straight away, but I've still got all this left. So, like with skincare, it's on a 1 in, 1 out basis. I tend to rotate my SPF as well with that. So one day in a live, you'll probably see me using that day cream, and then another time you'll see me using, where is it? The Garnier Vitamin C Daily UV Invisible. It's nearly all gone. I would say it's definitely down here or somewhere to that effect. Obviously, I can't 100% tell you for sure because it's not transparent, is it, the packaging? So anyway, thank you for joining me, Angela, and whoever else is in here. Hello to them as well. Right, now I want to go in with some more, if I don't drop it, some more skincare. It's a Sun-Kissed Skin Hyaluronic Acid Nourishing Under Eye Serum, and it's really good. And this is another inexpensive product. It's very cooling. Today I'm feeling hot for some reason. I don't even think it's that hot in the UK. I'll just put some laundry on the line. That's why I was a little bit late. I did schedule it for 6 o'clock. Let me see how hot it is. It's very windy. A very, like as my mum likes to call it, a very good drying day. Weather. It's only 15 degrees. There's no sun at the moment anyway. It says here there's going to be some sun at 7 o'clock tonight. It just comes and goes. Does its own thing. Okay. Where's that glowy? Oh, it's here. I've been forgetting to use this glow stick the last few times I put makeup on. But it's in a project pan and I do like the effect it gives. Actually, no, I'm jumping 5 steps ahead. Well, not literally 5 steps. Right, let's go in with some of this. It's the Revolution Fix and Glow bottle, but it's the Revolution Pore Minimizer facial spray. Trying to use it up in a project pan. Does it work? I don't think so. If you ask me, it was a gift, so I want to use it up. But I wouldn't personally buy it. Well, I didn't buy it in the first place, but I personally wouldn't buy it and I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I think it's only £5 to buy, so it is worth a try if you wanted to try something like that. But I would just say get a pore minimizer. And this isn't that. It's the liquid poreless putty primer. They're calling it poreless primer, but it's not. It's like when you go on to read it on the back, it doesn't mention anything about it being that. It just says get the same lasting makeup grip and smooth finish of fan favourite poreless putty primer, now in a silky weightless liquid. I don't think it's the same at all. That's why I initially liked it. Of course it's runny, so that makes it different, whereas the other one was more of a tougher consistency, wasn't it, in the part. I like to use some of it under the eye area as well. I didn't get this either. A friend sent it to me and I liked it initially. On me using it initially, I really did like it. So only this week, when I pulled it out to show my stash, I'm like, that doesn't remove pores at all. You can still see them, like they're very prominent on my nose here. The Primark, the thing is to remove pores, you need something with silicone in it. Something that's actually going to stick to the pores to stop them being so prominent. I don't even think it makes my skin feel silky. I don't like it. I will use it up. And then, let me just really look at my skin in the mirror. I don't think I look any different. Right, now in with the highlighter stick. So I tend to put this, like normally here, 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 here. Just to give myself some glow for underneath my foundation. And I'm under no illusions it's going to take me forever to finish that highlighter stick. I've just finished the Essence Glow Glow Go. That's really, really nice. And this is similar. I'll show you how much I've got left still. So that's how much I've got left still. Like I said, I don't expect to finish it anytime soon. Hi babe, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Right, foundation, which one do I want to use today? I like to alternate the foundations as well if you're new here. I guess the Fenty, because I think I used that one yesterday, the CoverGirl Clean Fresh. I've used that a couple of times since I pulled it out in my Shop My Stash, so we won't do that one today. I've used the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover before as well recently, so let's go back in with the Fenty Beauty. So this is the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. So these two, they are the same thing. I am convinced, and I mean convinced, that they're made in the same warehouse. Lol, the Charlotte Tilbury dupe. What's, sorry. Oh yeah, the glowy highlighter stick I use. People would probably just use that as a highlighter stick, but I don't use highlighter on top of my foundation. So I've just gone in now with the Sunkissed Skin Hydrating Facial Mist. It's really, really good. Yes, I had to think. So this shade is in the shade 120. It's a little bit on the yellow side for me, I think, but I won it in a giveaway. And I've had it ages, so we need to be using it up now. I wouldn't say it is my oldest foundation. I'd say it's one of the oldest foundations. I'm sure that giveaway was a couple of years ago. Hi Emma, how are you? How's everyone's Saturday going? I was up all hours. Well, I couldn't sleep. And I saw that Beauty Bay released a new palette, and it looks like it's a bit of me, if I'm being honest. So it's called, if you've not seen it, I think it was only released yesterday, or I only saw it on my page yesterday, and I didn't even know I was still following Beauty Bay, because when I started this no buy, and it's coming up for 8 months now, can you believe it? When I started this no buy, I not unsubscribed, but I just unfollowed people on Instagram just to make it easier for myself, because it's always hard when you know, start a no buy, low buy, whatever it is you want to do. And I thought that was the case with Beauty Bay, because I don't have that app on my phone anymore. Anyway, I saw that Eden liked this post, and it's like, oh, that palette is so nice. But they gave you like a sneak peek at first, and then on the website, I don't like this, they only swatched 13 of the shades when it's a £20 palette, so I don't know why they've done that. Anyway, this morning, I'm getting to the point, you'll understand in a minute. This morning I couldn't sleep. I didn't buy it. I mean, it's only £16, probably around 20 with shipping. About £18.99. I'm sure shipping's £2.99 for the UK. So not even £20. But I'm committed to this no buy. So I said to Eden, I bet you I could dupe that palette. Bet you I could dupe it with my shades. And it's like duping the vibes of it. It's not like, if you've ever tried Beauty Bay eyeshadows, you know their shimmers are next level for a drugstore. So it's not like I could dupe that, but I could dupe what it's going to look like on the eye. So I've done that palette, and Eden said, use that palette in today's live. And I said, I don't know. I said, I promised my sister I'd use her palette that she bought me. So I'm thinking, I'm not 100% sure, I'm thinking of doing the swatches of my palette after this live, going straight into a different live, but it just depends on the time. I mean, I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. I said I'd be at my mum's a little bit earlier today than usual because I'm staying over. We're having a bit of a girly night, but it's only 6:30. That's why I've come on a bit earlier today. And then on Monday, because I'm not going to get rid of Second Chance Sunday, on Monday, we can use it. Okay, thanks you. Yeah, I'm not doing too badly today. Getting to use the new palette, so that's exciting. And I've not swatched it yet. So it says like all the Sheglam imprint and Wonka imprint in it. I won't want to ruin it. The only thing is, it's only got one shimmer in it. And I'm more of a, I think it's an £8 palette. I'm more of a, at least 2 or 3 shimmers to £8. But it wasn't expensive. I did say to my sister, I said, look, you know, I can pay you. Even though that would have broke my nose. She said, no. She said, that's my treat to you. There are some perks to having an older sister, aren't there? Oh, glowy. That skin's looking glowy. Let me just make sure it's all blended in right. Yeah, I think so. So some of the curls are dropping from the hair. They're not as, well, this one especially is not as, you know, can you see how like spirally that is? It's not as, that's what I'm trying to say, is they're dropping a little bit. I don't mind because when it drops completely, that'll be time to have a, what I tend to do is have a bath first to relax and then I jump in the shower. Hi Eden, how you doing, hon? Were your ears burning? I was just talking about you. So I'll be interested to see the length of the hair when I don't do the whole coiling effect. It will only be a bit longer. I don't think, you know, I'm not expecting it down to down here like it was. Oh, were you? Yes, not in a bad way. I was talking about the Botanicals Beauty Bay palette and about how I saw it. How I saw it, and then I saw you liked it. And I'm like, Eden. My mum said to me, what's wrong? And I said, there's a new Beauty Bay palette out and I love it. And she went, well, how much is it? And I said, £16 plus shipping. And she went, you've been good all year, haven't you? You're coming up for 8 months. Just buy it. And I'm like, mother, no. So anyway, we spoke, didn't you, last night? And I said, I'm sure I could dupe that palette if I wanted to. Or at least give it a similar vibe. And I was doing that early hours, and it took me hours because they only did 13 swatches. So I'm thinking 13, you know, I got it right down to the 13 eyeshadows, and then it's like, Right, so where's the rest? Beauty Bay are not going to put a £13 eyeshadow palette out, and it would look odd. You can't realistically put a £13 eyeshadow palette anywhere, because it'd be 4, 8, 12. They could do 3, 6, 9. No, they couldn't. There's no way of doing that. So anyway, I went to the page, and I'm like, £20. Oh my god, I'm going to have to start from fresh. So that took a long time. Oh yes, I saw Kerry Kay already had a video out on the palette. Does she? She would have got PR then, wouldn't she? She gets a lot of PR, Kerry. She got PR from Cosmic Brushes before they'd even been released to the general public. And she's not a huge, is she? I don't think my channel will ever be at that stage. The only thing I can do, guys, is when I get money in from AdSense, is buy with that, because I don't want to buy with my own money, but I also want to review things for you guys. And I'm not talking about every time either. I'm just talking about when a palette interests me. I'll do a community poll to see. Maybe I'll kind of say, which palette would you prefer me to review? This one, or this one. Give you 3 options or something. I've just gone in with the Revolution Bacon Block Banana. I mean, realistically, I could probably get it in the next couple of months. And the makeup no buy is a financial one for me. It's and if obviously I'm getting some Google AdSense money through YouTube, then it's not me that's actually paying for it, is it? I could justify it that way. I don't know if I will. I'm going to see how often I'm drawn to this new one that I've created, because, like, to me, it looks similar when I'm looking at it. I wouldn't say it looks exact. It does look similar, and it gives me the similar vibe. So, what I'm going to have... Oh, my other phone's bleeping. What I'm going to say is, just because I've got that many eyeshadow palettes, I duped the Yucca palette last year, and I've just put it back to how it was, and I've still not gravitated towards it. So what is the point? I'm going on a bit of a rant now. I'll go back to the makeup in a minute. What is the point in getting another palette and me just not use it? I mean, I do love the Beauty Bay shimmers. That was another thing I was talking about, Eden. Although, like, I've made a similar palette myself, it's not going to be the same, because you can't dupe Beauty Bay shimmer, but it's going to look similar on the eye. All I'm going for is that similar vibe, that's all. Probably I just want to see the palette outside of the crap photos Beauty Bay released. And also, these companies put really heavy lights onto the actual palettes, don't they? You know, what's it called? Photographic lights. So you'll see it when you get it anyway. You've ordered it now, so it's not as if you're going to send it back. Right, let's go and do the brows. So, e.l.f. Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. It does look nice. Not this, the Botanicals palette. That is the only palette I've been interested in from Beauty Bay in such a long time. And if I didn't make my own this morning, I could have quite easily gone over there and bought it. But the point is, on the 19th of this month, 19th of July, I will have been on this now by 8 months. I'm not going to ruin it for myself now. I need to stick to the 12 months. So this is in, I think, deep brown. Yeah, deep brown. I don't know whether I should have got the shade lighter. Can't remember what that was. I might try that next time. I think they're only £4. They're not expensive. But like normally when my eyebrows are tinted, they're this shade anyway, so I do like them that bit darker. I would say the tint's coming out of the brows now, but it's not quite my natural colour. So anyway, what I was saying, Eden, because I don't think you was in the live at that point, after this video, I might do another one straight after and just do the swatches on my Botanicals dupe. I don't want to like leave. Obviously, I don't want to not do the second chance Sunday tomorrow. I want to still do that, but on Monday we can do a live with it. But there's so much choice. I really don't know what I would do. Okay. Right. Still a bit tacky. Let me put a bit of this on. Yeah, so that's all I was really saying. It's nothing bad. Let's get a drink. Okay. So the bronzer, the bronzer I can ever use this week is this one. Doesn't mean we have to use the rest of the products that are in it, although it is really, really pretty. We'll just see what else I've got in my drawers. If you've seen that shot my stash I pulled out, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to pull as much out. Let's go around. Oh, that didn't work out, did it? Oh, do I want to use the e.l.f.? Yeah, the e.l.f. cream. I'm curious to see what the Wonka palette looks like. I don't think I've seen it. I'll show you on my phone. I wanted it because I went to go and see Wonka with my mum last year. And I loved it. That's the one with Timothée Chalamet in it. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And Hugh Grant played the Oompa Loompa. Let me just say this, guys. He must have been paid so much to do that role because, I mean, he's like Oompa Loompa doing this with his hands. He looked, and his face is all orange and he's a small man because obviously Oompa Loompas are small, aren't they? I'm like you. Surely you could have got a different role. Right, so it's that one there. I mean, obviously I'm going to do a close-up when I get it out of its packaging, but you can say a lot about Sheglam and SHEIN. They do package their products up really, really well. And I've got some stuff in my sister's basket. There's about 10, maybe 11 items that I want, and it's all under £20. I mean, it's like, she's like, when do you want these next order? And I said, I mean, I'm paying for them. She said, I don't know. I said, I think I might want to wait till November. You will be placing a Christmas order for my niece, won't you? And she said, oh yeah, September, October, November is when I tend to place orders. So I'll just order it then. Somebody's told me not to try the lipsticks from them. and I had no intention anyway. They do a Wonka lipstick, like a lipstick lip liner. So, maybe, I don't know. Mimsy. I remember you using name Mimsy, but I don't remember if you gave me your name or not. Do you know your actual name? Just blending this out now. I still have to do the empties as well. Sarah said she wanted me to do it live. And I do want to do it live. I mean, it's so... I just won't have to do as much. Like, I won't have to edit. Half the time, that's why I leave these things right until the last minute. I just think, who wants to see my trash? The hair care ones will be over on Embracing My Curls. So, if you want to see what hair care empties I have, make sure that you subscribe there. I want to do it live, but you need 50 subscribers and I'm not quite there yet. I think I'm like virgin on 40 last time I checked. And no, I think it was 37. But yeah, it's virgin on 40, isn't it? I didn't think, well, when I started my makeup channel, so I'm just going in with Cocoa Bronze in this palette. It did not take me, I've not got a lot of videos up though over there. I've only got a few videos. But what I'm trying to say is it didn't take me, or I don't think it took that long. But we're talking 10 years since I initially set up my YouTube channel. I haven't been active for 10 years, but yeah, I would say it's been about that. It's only been about 4, maybe 5 years since I started coming back on. I just popped out to watch Kerry Kay swatch. She's 99% sure she ordered it herself, but did arrive fast. When was it released? Was that yesterday? Did she say she'd ordered it herself? I know for a fact she gets a lot of PI. I mean, it's irrelevant anyway. Either way, it's irrelevant to whether she ordered it or Beauty Bay gifted it her. I feel like that's irrelevant. And I like to do my own reviews. Need some, like a neutral blush. And I don't think I've got any. I've only picked pink. Could do this one by Lacura, the one that my friend Louise sent me, and this one by MAC, Copper Tone. And maybe do MAC Soft and Gentle for highlight. 5th. Sorry. It's only the 6th today. I don't know if I trust the fact that it was released on the 5th and she's got it already. When did she do the video? Right, let's just put we only need a tiny bit on because it's quite dark. I know she's not going to lie. She's one of those trustworthy influencers. But if it wasn't released to the general public till the 5th, they're going to give it out as PR first. I know Beauty Bay offer the next day shipping to the UK. So as she only just got it today, what I'm asking is, when was the video created? And you can get it on next day delivery. You need to, you can either pay for next day delivery or you can have one of those passes, can't you? My friend used to have a pass. And if I order a lot, I'll get a pass as well because they're not really that expensive. Are my comments not showing up? You're not talking about her, are you, Emma? Because Jane was talking about her and they weren't coming through because I filtered, because I get so many negative comments. I filtered hair, ginger hair, that kind of thing, because I didn't want anyone coming in and saying negative things. So if it's about hair like that, I do need to sort that out and take hair out. Her video went out an hour ago. Have you watched the entire thing? Did she say it's not PI? Because if she's saying that, then we're going to trust that it's not PI. Right, I'll go in with a bit of this as well. This is more like a bronzer. Okay, they were. Do you have me on Instagram? If you've got Instagram, add me if you're over there, and just tell me what you've written. So I'm curious. So that was Copper Tone. Oh, you probably didn't see my comment on the day you got it done. I said, really love you. You're having to put this symbol. Or what you could do, Emma, is go over to my Embracing My Curls channel. I'm talking about my hair and, you know, the process and everything. And there's no filters on any comments over there. I'm sorry, you know, it's a bit of a hassle for you guys. I'll sort it out. Hey, Morag. Oh, I'm liking that. There's a definite glow there. These blushes, this isn't a colour I thought I would go for. It's like a rosy tone brown. So this is the Lacura Sweet Blusher Liquid Blush in Orchid Pink. I think Lacura is an Aldi brand. I've got rid of the box now. And then this one over the top, this MAC Copper Tone. I was going to bin this, but I'm going to keep it because it goes really, really nicely with that what Louise got for me. So that's that. I put a comment on there too. What, on the Embracing My Curls? Have I just not seen it? I don't go over there too often on the Embracing My Curls. So I need to go and check that out, I think. And just see if there's any comments there. I think it's just because I haven't posted in a couple of weeks over there. Apart from that video recently. But thank you. What I'll say on here is thank you for all the comments about my new haircut. Yeah, okay. I'll go and check it out. I promise I'm not ignorant. You all know that, don't you? You know I'm not ignorant. This is just my main channel, this one. And would I like Embracing My Curls to become bigger than it is? Who wouldn't? That's okay, it didn't need a response. I just thought I wasn't interested enough. Oh, Emma, don't say that. Of course you are. I love all my subscribers and appreciate every single comment that everyone puts out there, that everyone writes to me. Okay, finishing powder now. That's another video I have to do. I've got a That's Expensive update to do. I've got a ranking video full of palettes that I need to do. I've got a That's Expensive project pan thing to do as well. That needs doing soon. My fun size palette update will need doing soon, so I'm going to be busy the next few days. I haven't watched Kerry's full video yet, but after this live I will go watch it. Your live is my priority. I feel really, really blessed. Don't know what's going on with Sarah Rose. I put the video in to be watched, and she said, like on the thumbnail, it could obviously be clickbait, I need to fill you in. And it's like an update of what she's been up to. I know that she didn't want to do as much content, but I know that when you get to Sarah Rose's, like how many subscribers she's got, people will watch older content anyway. And, you know, she doesn't really need to be posting as much. Have you seen new Beauty Bay palette, Typical Wear on a No Buy? Oh my gosh, let me talk about this again, Morag. So it last night. I thought I didn't have it on Instagram. I thought I didn't have Beauty Bay on Instagram because I don't have the Beauty Bay app on my phone anymore. I saw it and I was like, I'm like, no, I want it. So Eden, I had liked it. Spoke to Eden about it. She said she'd bought it, and I'm like, so this morning, early hours, and I'm talking early hours, I went to all my Colourpop singles and I duped it best I could with the singles that I had in my collection. So it's a similar vibe. It's not exact. You're not going to get exact with the Beauty Bay shimmers, are you? You know, you're just going to get what you've got in your collection, which is absolutely fine. There's one shade in there. It's a Pastel Roses shimmer called Lime Twist, and oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it's so nice. So I'm looking forward to using that. It's like a really nice lime green. Lime Twist gives it away, doesn't it, really? So I put it together. Like the swatches on the person that swatched it, there was only 13 swatches, and I'm thinking, why is there only 13 swatches? I just don't think they wanted to give it away. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why they swatched it at all if they're only going to give us 13 swatches. So anyway, I went back to the Beauty Bay website and I'm like, it can't only be 13 eyeshadows. And then I realised it was a £20 palette. So I'm like, right, so I need to restart this again because the colours were all over the place in my palette. And I'm like, right, we need to restart it again. It took me hours. I would say it took me maybe 2 to 3 hours. And I did swatch them. My friend Naomi, I think her channel used to be Beauty Dreams by Naomi, but now she's on there as Naomi Kearns. She doesn't do any video, but that's how I met her. She said, I said I duped it, and she went, oh, let me see it, but she's not got back to me yet. So what I was saying after here, if I have enough time, which I think I will, I might actually do some swatches on it. If I don't do some swatches on it, I will at least show you what mine looks like. I was just about to ask if you could dupe it. I can pretty much dupe any palette, I think, as long as I've got the similar tones in my Colourpop palettes. But it's whether I want to take that time to do it. But I did on the Botanicals palette because it is stunning. Right, I'm just going to go in with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep, Eye Prime, Eye Primer. So, are you not going to get it, Morag? I know you're on a no-buy, but are you not tempted? I won't buy it just purely because on the 19th of July, it's 8 months. It is not worth, no palette, no makeup product is worth me breaking it for. And Eden was saying it's limited edition. Well, if it's not there after my no-buy ends, then it wasn't meant to be. But there is a way around it. So I went on this no-buy initially for financial reasons, and that was my reasoning. But obviously, every so often I will get Google AdSense, and I could buy it from that and review it for you guys, because I think there's a payment coming soon. And initially, you know, that's what I wanted my Google AdSense money to be for. I just don't want to be spending my own money on, you know, on makeup. That's not to stop me spending Google AdSense. I mean, you're watching the videos, guys. I should be buying some kind of makeup to actually test for you. If you didn't watch the videos, I wouldn't be getting any, you know, any kind of money. And I don't get it often. For you guys that don't know anything about it, you've got to accumulate $100 US. So that's £60 UK to withdraw. And they just send it to your bank account. They have your bank account details. But it's not always that easy for us smaller content creators. And it does take a while. So I'm not going to go in with that. I'm going to go in with this. I'm going to do same as I Want It Badly. No, I'm not going to get it till at least December. Still there. The thing is, Morag, I was saying this before as well. If I don't use this palette, I went on a rant at the beginning of this video, or near the beginning of the video. If I don't use this let's start again. If I don't use this palette enough that I've created, then I don't need the Beauty Bay one anyway. And yes, it's inexpensive, but what is the point in buying stuff, buying palettes or whatever I buy, if I don't really need it? I could spend that money elsewhere. They released a video of them destroying the palette, and that's what sold me on it. The photos didn't sell me originally. I saw that video, and that's when I wanted it, Eden. And I sent it to my friends Lisa and Naomi, and they're like, how can they do that to a palette? And I said, well, they just want to show people, you know, the different textures, I think. Right, let me go in with the Technique Glow Setter. Right. Are you ready? Are you ready for the palette? Okay. I did a TikTok this morning Oh my gosh, I can show you actually, because I've got TikTok on this phone too. That's just a picture. Shall I show you this picture of my mum and Luna? Luna's giving her a hug. Anyway, TikTok. Let me turn the volume right down. I'm going to play something just a little bit. I don't obviously want to get kicked out of this live, but I want you to hear it a little bit. And you've probably heard the song before if you're a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory fan like I am. I do actually prefer last year's release. It's at 671 views now. Do you remember Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Let's turn it up a minute. So I'll play it for a few seconds.
Tickets! I want a golden ticket! And then a girl cried out and in her hand a panacea. A golden
right, that's it. I don't want the live to get shut down. So there's that one. And then the other one, the original photo I put up, was with Timothy Chalamet singing, because the Wonka video was more of a musical, the new one.
Oh, honey, I am so not threatened.
That's Gypsy Rose. Go. All right, shut up.
I wouldn't touch you with it.
Right.
Well, there's chocolate and there's chocolate. Only one gives me.
So that's that. So anyway, the photos are on there. You can see them. They're on there. So there and there. That's my new haircut. I think that's the song, the Gypsy Rose song. So that's that. So this is how it comes. Fantastic pig. Pig. What a lovely dog, very loving. Luna is so loving. Yesterday she was a bit grumpy. It was a birthday yesterday. She turned 3. She was very, very grumpy because her mum went out and she started sulking. I like these curls to be all like, you know, the same length, but some of them spring up higher than the others. And I shouted this so many times, Luna, Luna. She wouldn't come over. Then I started playing her this happy birthday song, and she just, I don't know if you've got dogs, guys, but she side-eyed me. She went, and I'm like, don't you dare do that to me. I've just bought you a birthday present. Anyway, me and my sister was watching Gypsy Rose, the new documentary she's got out. And my sister gave me one of those butterfly cakes, like Victoria sponge cakes, but they're only small. And as soon as I came in with that in the front room, she got up from under the table where she likes to be, and she came over. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I said, you'll get up and come and see me now, though, won't you, now that I've got a cake in my hand? And a few, like, crumbs fell on the floor, and you should have seen her trying to eat them. So I'll go on TikTok. I'll go watch on TikTok later. Thank you. So it comes like this. So, you know, it's not going to break, which I was really, really impressed. I think the palette initially should have been £4.99, but my sister said something like, when you log in every day, you get more discounts. I don't know anything about that because I've never bought from SHEIN before. I call it SHEIN. People call it SHEIN. People call it SHEIN. I don't know. You know, I just call it what I call it. SHEIN. So, yeah. Let's open it up. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, £4.99 originally, which isn't bad for a palette. And then I think she ended up getting it for £3.69 or something like that. They don't like being left. her birthday got to have cake. I said to my sister though, I said, did you not get her a birthday cake? Do you know, a special one for dogs? And she said, no, well, Sammy was supposed to do that. So Sammy is my eldest niece. She's in her 30s. I say in her 30s, I think she's 30. And she didn't get her a cake for whatever reason. And she was licking her lips at mine. So I'm like, can she just have a bit from the top? And she said, no. She said, it's got too much sugar in. But literally, like, the sugar, like, in my opinion, came from the buttercream. And yeah, it probably did have a little bit, but I felt like giving it like that. I felt like going, come on, Luna. But she isn't my dog, so obviously I didn't want to make her sick by giving her cake. So it comes like that. And it's got like this here. My sister didn't even open it. She said, I didn't want to open it and ruin the packaging. I mean, I don't know how she thought she was going to ruin the packaging. But what I like is you take that out. And then you see that. So yeah, it comes really, really good. I don't think I need this now. And then this is a palette. So, Sheglam Wonka bar. And then the packaging inside is a little different. Not much. So here, it didn't say that on, I don't think it did anyway. No, it doesn't. So it says, rub and sniff, surprised. And then it's got a picture of a cocoa bean. So it makes out that you can smell. Let me just do it. I mean, I can't smell. Do you know, like those Too Faced chocolate bars? It's not like that. But it's not going to be, is it, for £4, £4.99? It does smell of chocolate a little bit. And then I've got my golden ticket inside. I've got a golden ticket. I'm going to keep that in there. So that looks just like that. And then this is a beautiful palette. It really is stunning. See, there's only one shimmer, which isn't the best, but it doesn't matter. We're testing it today, so I think that's a cream malt. I will use it even though I've actually just used something similar. And then it says Wonka there, Wonka there, Wonka there, Sheglam here, Wonka there, and Sheglam there. I don't know if I'm going to be using all of the shades. I want to basically copy a look that she did on Sheglam. There's no there's no sound. I'm going to turn it down anyway, and I'm going to try and show you the best I can. So it's here. See, it says £5.39 here, but I know my sister didn't pay that. But even at £5.39, that's a good value. Where are you? Oh. I'll let it play again in a minute. Look at that sparkle though. I feel like that's definitely the best part of the palette. Isn't she beautiful though as well? Right, so we're going to try and interpret that a little bit. Whether I can is another thing. It looks quite a simple look though. It doesn't look, anything too kind of out there. Okay. She does it fast though. So, first of all, Yeah, she makes it look so easy. I know, first of all, I need to go in with that malt shade. But like my mum said to me, the best part of this palette is the mirror. You know, because it looks like chocolate. So we're going with this malt shade here. I'm sure it's a cream. Let me take the eyeshadow off. Because I don't want to mix eyeshadow with cream if it is a cream. I'm sure it is. It looked like a cream when she was applying it. So I don't think we'll be using all the shades in the palette because I don't think she does. So just malt. Yeah, it's definitely a cream. So let's turn it up one. Just get my mirror. I'm sure mine isn't going to turn out like hers. Oh, that's creamy. Right, so this time I'm not going to go in with any kind of powder, setting powder. Because I want to do it like she does. Right, one shade done. So I'm just going to keep referring to my phone, guys. It doesn't want to do anything now. Right, then the next lighter shade she went in with was the one next to it. It looked like she put that all over the lid and into the crease. I need to see that again. Because it's like blink and you miss it. No, like in the crease there and then there in the outer corner. Let's try and get this shade off my Urban Decay brush. Okay. Nutty Crunch Surprise, this one here. I'm still trying to talk myself out of the Cosmic Brush palettes. Friday I duped the vibe of Cool Trolls and yesterday I tried to dupe the vibe of Winter Wonderland. What I feel with them, and I'm not trying to convince you to buy it, I feel like they can't be duped, not properly anyway, you know, because of the multichromes. I mean, you've got multichromes in your collection that you might be able to dupe with it, but I mean, they're not that expensive, are they? You don't have to get both of them though. You could just, let me get rid of some of this. I think I've dipped in with too much. You could just get the Cool Trolls one because you're more of a cool tone person, aren't you? Right, I want to blend out with a better brush than that. That Winter Wonderland's nice. Is it still there? Is the Muse still there? Because I've got two palettes here. The Muse and Serenity. And last time I looked, they were out of stock. The shipping is too expensive to just get one. How much is it? Do you like Serenity? Not really, to be honest. That was the first palette I ever got. I'll have to try it again. Let's go in with that on the other eye. 31 New Zealand dollars, yeah. In that case then, if you're going to get it, then yeah, a bundle or something. That's like me and Glaminatrix. I mean, Glaminatrix isn't expensive to ship here. But whenever I want to get something, I'm like, oh, I want to get more than one thing. I want to get a palette and I want to get singles, but I can never afford to do it. I don't know if it's exact how she did it. I'll go and check. Yeah, and then the darker brown she went in with. Darker brown. She didn't use a lot of shades. I think it was that one. I think it was Toffee. Like in the palette, she didn't use a lot. It was kind of a very basic. And then the shimmer was the piece de resistance. You know, I think I've gone wrong somewhere actually. No, I haven't. Right. Why does she have to do it so fast? I have to watch it about 5 times. Right, focus on the palette, Andrea, not on what she's doing. Right, okay, so it's this one. Dark chocolate. Neutrals have started piquing my interest after seeing more content on it. But do you not feel like if you watch more videos on it, you're going to want it anyway? I don't really watch tutorials, to be honest. The only person's tutorials I watch are Tammy's. And I'm way behind on hers. I think there's about 7 videos I've got to catch up on. Right, so far I would say the mattes are really, really good. They blend really, really nicely. Doesn't she give like a discount though, if you're buying both palettes? She normally does bundles. Not that I've ever bought anything like at once. I can normally just buy one palette at a time, but I can because shipping's very inexpensive. I mean, it's still more expensive than Beauty Bay. Okie dokie. Then I think she went in with this shade at some point. Right, I'm going to try and say it. But it's a bit of a long one. Do you know how Mary Poppins? Yeah, Mary Poppins does that really, really long song. This reminds me of it. So scrumdiddlyumptious. Scrumdiddlyumptious. It's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Took me a long time to learn that as well. So scrumdiddlyumptious. I'm sure she goes in with that. There's a bundle, but it's sold out. I think it was only a $1 discount. Why the hell did she bother? Yeah. So I've gone in a bit further than she did, but that's how I like it. That's how dark I like it. So she goes in with scrumdiddlyumptious. So we'll do that. Just like on the crease. Beauty Bear shipping costs me $22 New Zealand. They offer free shipping to Australia, but not New Zealand. That sucks. But you got a few things, didn't you? So it kind of makes it worth your while. Yeah, so she's just put this in the crease. I mean, to be honest, I probably prefer to do my own look rather than copy somebody else's. But I thought for today, we would do this. And I'll probably keep it out, actually. I mean, it's a neutral palette. There's only so much you can do with a neutral palette, isn't there? Yeah, that's the main reason I get other things. I feel like you have to if it's going to cost you that much. You know, if you've got the money, why not? And you work, Eden, so, you know, you should be able to treat yourself. Like I said, I'm in a different position to you. It's difficult to be buying things that I don't need. And when all said and done, I don't need that palette. I proved I don't need it by making one very similar to it. So I'm just going in now with my Revolution palette. There is a lot of variety in that Botanicals palette. Like, I looked at mine and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of variety here. You can do multiple looks. Do you know, like in a neutral palette, in this, there's not really a lot you can do. Yes, you can make it darker, but overall, it's always going to be a neutral look because there's no colour. What I do like about it is there's depth. You know, so you get these neutral palettes that don't have depth in them. This does. And it's like I said to my mum, I said, even if I don't use it as much, I will put it on, like, I'll try and, like, put it somewhere like that. So, I've got a nice little centerpiece. Probably put it somewhere, I don't know if it fits, it should do, with my Colourpop. I'm looking up there because there's loads of Colourpop palettes there. So, was it just the glitter straight after that? No, what did she go in with for the lash line? Still missed it. Yeah, the bottom one. So toffee for that. And do have one of those brushes. Oh, here. Beauty Bay put up some live swatches. I sent you the video. Oh, okay. Did you send it on Instagram? I mean, it's too late now. I've done my palette. But yeah, I'd like to see them. Right, so I'm just going to go on with this toffee shade under here. Yep, Instagram, okay. I will look at that later. So going back to hair then, I was talking to my mum yesterday. She was actually talking about someone with grey hair, and I said, I've got grey hair, Mum. I said, you can't see it, not unless you look really, really close, because it's really vibrant. And she said, I know, I saw it the other day. And I'm like, Mum, she's brutally honest. I think that's where I get it from. And I said, where did you see it? And she went at the back, and I said, you probably didn't see a lot. So I can see some at the front. Can I see it now? No. Kind of just blends in. Makes me wonder, because I'm 46 now, makes me wonder when I will be lighter. Because over time I have definitely gone lighter. I know I still look pretty red, but I used to be fire red back in the day. Can I show you? Me and my mum. Look at how red that is there. Sorry, I'm crying. I'm not very happy there. Started coming in when went through everything with Dad, so I was 26. You're dark though, aren't you? My sister's dark. She started going grey when she was very young. And now I think she's just embracing it. I told her to embrace it. But my 14-year-old niece is saying, when are you going to dye it? Right, so that's what it's looking like so far. I think I need to blend it out a little bit before we go in with anything else. I mean, if I got grey hair tomorrow, like a lot of it, I don't know how I'd feel. I'm all about embracing grey hair. But, like, say if it went really grey here, like really, really badly, and it looked a mess, I probably would have to dye it. Or get a wig. Me and Louise, when she came to see me last weekend, we walked past the market stall in the place in the city that I live in. And there was loads of wigs, and we was looking at the wigs. I mean, you can't try them on, but it's like, oh, what would that one look like on me? And it was like blonde beach waves. And I'm like, oh. I don't know how much they were, but like, it's like, interesting. So if ever I come on here and I've got that type of hair, you know it's a wig. Where's my brush? Let me just put this through the colour switch. I have to keep dyeing mine. It needs done every month. I'm not ready to embrace it yet. Aren't you, Morag? I don't care. It's like getting my hair cut. Like, let me lean back. I think it was about here. So the actual hair that was good was probably here. And then stray bitty ends came to about here. And it's like, I can't cope with it. I told the hairdresser, look, you know, if I couldn't have gone to the hairdresser, if I couldn't get in at all, I'd probably start hacking at it myself, because it was getting to the point where I really didn't like it. Right, now it's just the glitter. So, or the shimmer, if it's a shimmer one, and I know what to do there. She's just putting it all over the lid. So it's very simple if you know the look. It disconnected then, sorry guys. It disconnected then, sorry guys. So I'm going in with this glitter primer. I'm not really a fan of it. W7 Sparkle Stay is much better. So I will be getting that again at some point. The problem is with this palette, because I'm going to be using that now, the one shimmer that's in the palette. What do I use for inner corner? I think I'm going to have to use something out of here. So this is the Huda Beauty, what's this one called? Light Glow Obsessions Mini Face Palette. It just says Ultra Fine Pearls, Dewy Shimmer, Lightweight. So it's a dupe of my Dior one. It is so similar, it's actually uncanny, and I think I got this one first. But yeah, I do like pretty much everything apart from this. It's too dark for me. It would make a good eyeshadow though, I think. Yeah, I think that would make a good eyeshadow on me. But everything else is fine. Right, I don't need to do... I might do a bit of brown eyeliner actually in the waterline. So we're making it not exact that model did. I don't even think it's in that. Oh yeah, it is. That's just while this gets tacky, I may as well do this. So Wayne Goss Essential Eye Kohl Pencil in Precious Opal, just to make it darker in the waterline. I'm sure though in the end she actually goes above here. I've never been good at that. Okay. Right, it should be ready now. I think I'll do brown mascara today as well. Right, so Golden Ticket. Of course it would be called Golden Ticket. Oh, it's underwhelming. Right. It does smell quite heavily of chocolate, that palette. Okay, it makes a nice, basic, neutral eye look, I would say. Basic bitch. So I'm gonna keep putting it on until I like it. And you could use this palette with other, like I've got some really nice neutrals from Glaminatrix. I could bring them out and just use the mattes. Like I said, the mattes are really, really nice. The shimmer's okay, but I thought it would be more shimmer. I thought there would be more shimmer. So the shimmer is not shimmering, in my opinion. Looks better on this eye. Okay. I do like a lot of shimmer and I do like a lot of sparkle. I think that's the issue. But, like, what can you expect for that kind of price? I keep going back to the price. But I have got that. I don't know what it's called now, but it's a dupe of the Natasha Denona Gold palette. And the shimmers in that are really, really nice. I think with mascara it will just look better. Just going to go in a couple more times though. I feel like with the oils of your fingers over time, this is going to get serious hard pan. That's just another first impression if you ask me. I feel like this shade would be perfect for inner corner. So I could use it for that and then I'd just bring a single out. Like I said, I've got enough Glaminatrix ones. I've got pastel roses. Not really any neutrals though. Oh, speaking of them, they sent me an email this morning. They've got a new collection coming out. Oh my gosh. I think it may already be out. Let me see. I'll have to go into my emails. So if I go to the Pastel Roses website, I'll never find it. There's definitely one shade I'm interested in. Just type in Pastel Roses. New collection is now live. It's not showing me here. I know I didn't dream it. Let's go over to Pastel Roses then. I've not been on this website for absolutely ages. Shimmer looks nice on camera, Andy. Thank you, Morag. Special offer. 15% off site-wide. Use code PastelHall15 and get 15% off at checkout. Well, I won't be using that, but I thought I'd just tell you guys. Oh! So there seems to be, as well as the special offer, there seems to be deductions on palettes. Like there's that one there, Rose Delight. That one should be £38. That's gone down to £35. I know it's only £3, but £3's £3, right? This is one of the ones I wanted, but I don't think it's new. Over the Rainbow Multichrome Pressed Eyeshadow. I will be definitely getting that when they do a sale after Black Friday. It says here, buy 4, get 5th free. And I know it works out a lot of money, but they didn't do that when I started buying from them. I don't want to spend ages on this site because you've been here a long time as it is, nearly 90 minutes. That one looks nice as well. Opal Rainbow, Opal Multichrome. That one's only £13. That's cheap for a multichrome, isn't it? So it looks white, and look at the shifts. Oh. Why did you make me come on here, guys? That one's quite nice too. Crystal Dust Opal Multichrome. So that shifts like greens and like mustard. Cosmic Candy Opal Multichrome. These are none of the shades that they sent me. That's quite nice too. I think I'll be getting a lot of these. I can easily choose 4 and get 1 for free. Ooh, look at that one. We all know I like my oranges. Blimey, they've got loads. That one's out of stock. Taurus. Wow, that's my mum's not date of birth. Year. May, it's for May, isn't it? Taurus. I'll have to get that when it comes back in stock. For her. Well, not for her, but for me. Anyway, let's get back into this. So they've actually got a lot more than they had originally on that site. Like I said, I've not actually been on that site probably for over a year now. They didn't have any of the opals. Right, we'll put the brown mascara on. I always put some here, so I'm not going to add any more shimmer, but I probably will in a minute. The Prime Prometics one that Francis bought for me, or sent to me, should I say. It's the Prime Lash Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. Just doesn't, oh, I just dragged it through my hair. Look at all that. That must have come out of my hair. Great. At least we know it's actually got some in it. I got a white. I don't know whether to go glam and wear a red lippy, or whether to keep it neutral. Neutral and boring. Right, let me go back into Golden Ticket. Oh, I didn't read that bit. I have a lot of grey hairs and I'm only 31. My niece started going grey in her 20s. My eldest niece, that is. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Obviously, if it's coming in from the roots and you don't like it, I mean, people are dyeing their hair grey, aren't they? Then, obviously, dye it. You know, there's a fix to it, isn't there? Lipstick. Oh no, actually, inner corner. I'm not even going to try and go on the lashes. Yeah, I'm sure she went on the lashes with the darker shade. This, I don't even know how to say it. Deep Cacao or something like that. It's spelled C-A-C-A-O. I don't know how to say that. Let's see if I can do a bit with this brush here. We'll just try from the outer bit, because like I said, I'm not good at this. But I'm going to try it for the sake of the video. Because I'm almost sure that's what she did. So far, so good. Just trying to stay as close to that lash line as possible. Which is a thick line. I think it's just because of the brush. Right, the left side's going to be hard. I know it is. Why do I open my mouth when I do my makeup? I'm like a goldfish. Right, we'll leave it like that, and then I'll just go in with a bit more glitter. Because I don't tend to do this on the lashes. You'll know. You guys watch me regularly, so you'll know I never line. I'm just going in with a bit more. And then I'm going to go in with an inner corner, and then I'm going to attempt. And I say attempt because I don't know what I'm doing for lips. Part of me thinks, oh, just use neutral. Then I'm thinking, oh, use the red. What do you think, guys? Neutral or red? Gloss or matte? Right, I think we're done with the palette. I don't think she'll watch it, but thank you, Sabina, that's my sister's name, for kindly gifting this to me. Would have tagged her in my TikTok anyway, so I think she will have had that, even though she's been quite ignorant and not said, oh, it's okay, Ange, because she calls me Ange. Like I said, I've always said this, I get called all kinds of the names under the sun, and as long as they're not rude, I tend to answer to them. Hi, Princess. Red matte. More eggs saying neutral. What else is everyone saying? There's 5 of you here. Right, I'm just going in. I've not told you, have I? I'm going in with a shade here from the Huda Beauty highlighter palette I've got. Oh, that's nice. I might go in with this one over the top. Eden's saying red. I guess we're wearing red then. And I want to wear a different one that's not in a project. So we shall pull one out. I've wanted to wear this for a while, and I've just seen it there, sat there. the Give Beauty original recipe. I think I'll need a liner. I'm not going to line all over the place. We'll just line around the edges. I think this one should be good. So I've got the NYX Summer Teas. And that looks like that. I've not used it in ages, so let's test it. So next time I use that palette Morag, I'll use a neutral lip. It's drying up a bit. I think this is a matte anyway, this lipstick. This one, I've still got mascara on my hands. Oh my goodness, 101 minutes. That's because I was trying to follow a specific look. So Give Beauty, it's in the shade, well, the finish is Original Me, and it's a shade Original Recipe. Look at that packaging. Is that not just beautiful? I'm not worried that much. My friend sent it to me last November. That's the shade. So this was the perfect opportunity to wear it. I've got that one but not worn it yet out at house. It seems to stay on there. I've used it a few times. I mean, I don't expect it to be staying on through dinner. I've not had anything to eat yet. I don't expect it to be staying on through that. But that is a nice shade. And we all know how much I like my reds. I mean, if I could wear red every single day, no matter what the look was, I would. But, like, sometimes it's not always possible, is it? So, that's the finished look. I did manage to line a little bit. It's a bit thicker, but again, that's down to the brush. You know, quite happy to, you know, I just need to get a thinner brush. I'm sure I've got one somewhere. And then we'll do, like, more lining, because I've actually got a pot, a No Smudge, No Budge. I don't know what shade it is, but it's by Elf. And it's one of their little pots, and it's brown. I got it for the makeup course I'm doing, so we'll bring that out again soon, and we'll practice our lining techniques, or should I say, my lining techniques. I will never do a wing, because I've got hooded eyes, like a lot of it like folds over here, so you'll never see me doing that, but just straight across, that might be okay. Oh no, mine's the liquid matte one. I've got a liquid matte one, not in that shade. It's called Cowgirl. It's really, really pretty. The packaging is different. I've also got this one. This one's going to be getting decluttered, unfortunately. I think it was just new enough expiring when I bought it. This one's also an original recipe. But this is the extra saucy. Watch this in a minute when I open it up. Look at how stringy it is. I am not putting that all over my lips. I wore it once or twice. But no, I'm not putting it on my lips. So that's going to get decluttered. Again, that's a look. I think I might do another half-hour live next. Don't worry about being there if you can't, because I know you've been in this live a long time, and it will be there if you want to go and watch it. I will show you the palette. I want to swatch these shades and then we can just use it on Monday. So Eden's already seen it. Mine is not stringy, and have you got that particular one, Morag? Like that in that packaging? The extra saucy one. So this is what mine looks like. So what I want to do now is I want to do swatches, but in a separate live, just in case people that watch this Get Ready With Me aren't that interested. The only thing that throws me off about this palette is this shade here. Sorry. So this shade here is from my Natasha Denona Glam. It's from the first row at the end. It's called Transition. But you know, the reason I've had to use that is because I don't have a shade like that anywhere in my Colourpop palettes. So yeah, I'm going to end this live here now, and I'm just going to do some swatches. It probably won't even take half an hour, you know. Probably only take 10-15 minutes, and then after that I'll go and have some dinner. But yeah, we're going to leave it here. If you've not already liked the video, guys, and you like this kind of content that I put out, I'd appreciate it so much if you like the video. And again, if you can make the next live, which is popping up in 10 minutes, probably not even that, I'd love to see you over there as well. Okay, bye for now, guys. Bye.